All right, guys, welcome back. So we got the top on. I'm gonna put it outside and see if we can get some of these little stretches out. And while it's sitting outside out in the sun, and maybe it'll get some of these little things out, we're going to go ahead and clean out the garage a little bit. So let's go ahead and pull it out. Not used to having the top on. I hit my head. We'll let it run a little bit too. Nice and quiet in here, isn't it? I got a little bit of oil leak, it looks like. Looks like transmission oil. All right, so we're gonna clean up this corner for sure. Okay, so yeah, we're basically just gonna try and clean up. Let's see here. All right, now that I got the car pulled out, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna try and clean up some of this stuff and organize it a little bit. But while I'm doing so, we'll talk about some car stuff that's going on. So I just found out, and this is through another YouTube channel. I think his name's TK's Garage or something like that. Well, anyway, here in Nevada, they want to do kind of like what they're doing in California, but even kind of worse. They want to make cars non-moddable at all. They don't want, if you even change the exhaust just one little bit, then it's it's considered modded, and the DMV has every right to come and check up on you and everything like that on to see if your car is compliant. Well, that put a big damper in my retro mod, because it has to be, everything has to be legit. I don't see any other language. I don't see any other language that shows that certain cars are exempt, like older cars or anything like that. So if that's true, it could really screw things over. And I don't know if you guys know about how strict California is with their stupid stuff. But any slight modification and, they'll basically just put your car down out of commission until it goes back to what they consider stock or emission free. And a lot of it is because they say they want to cut back on emissions and street racing. I don't know about that. I really don't. I think they're just trying to do a power grab. Especially us old timers. Let us be. Let us do what we want. We're not getting anything out of control or anything like that. Maybe crack down on the street racing, okay, but that's definitely for the newer cars. You don't see too many old cars or retro mods out there racing away, So I don't know. Always seems like a few people. There's always one or two people that ruin the whole thing for everybody. Yeah. Yeah, other than that, and so that's the first topic I wanted to talk about. The second topic is, what was I going to say? The second topic is like, oh, the price of cars. Are dealerships selling anything anymore? You know, I've been driving by some dealerships and stuff, and it just looks like they're not selling. They're not really selling much anymore. You know, I mean, their dealerships are clear full. And I see other, YouTube channels of dealerships having some trouble selling vehicles also. Kind of like the newer Vet, big heavy discounts on the new Vet. So it's interesting to see, just an observation. And I really don't know. I don't work at a dealership or anything, but I do know this. It's super expensive now. Super expensive now just to buy a car. People are talking about $1,000, talking about $1,000, monthly payments. And that's just insane. So if you got $1,000 monthly payment, what are you supposed to do with that? Let's see. I need to move some of this around. Where's my towel? Who's affording these? And then I see another thing that prices, people, 16% of total vehicle, new vehicle purchases can't make the payment, and then they're repoed. So if that's true, then, man, I don't know what to tell people, because that's bad. That is bad, I mean, they probably can't afford the car in the first place. They bought it knowing they can't afford the car. But still, like I said, it's kind of sad. Let's see, I got to move some stuff around here, man. I got nothing's organized over here. Nothing's organized. Let's see, is this the one? No. So yeah, what are, I don't know. The economy's not, I don't know. I don't believe it for one bit. People say it's booming and all that. It's not. Look, I'm just barely getting by. I took a huge pay cut. I'm finally gaining some of it back, from 2 years ago. And like I said, everything's just kind of falling apart, here and there. And I'm not looking for, oh, woe is me, or anything like that. It's just, that's life. Shit happens. And, but it's all happening to all of us, like almost everyone at work too, because everybody took almost a pay cut. And it's the only job I ever worked where you could take a pay cut you never know what you're getting every 6 months, because we have what they call this mail count, and yeah, it's just silly. It's just silly the way they do things. And so, of course, companies, I don't think are doing that well either. I really don't. I don't think companies are doing as well as they say they are. You know, because if they're doing this type of stuff, what's going to happen? I don't know. You know, I really just don't know. Something has to give. If they don't want to pay people more, you know, then the prices of things will just probably have to come down a little bit to meet demand, because, you know, I go to the grocery store and I'll get like 4 bags of groceries and there's really nothing in it. It's like bread, you know, bigger stuff that fills up. And I spent like 80 bucks. I'm like, 80 bucks for what? I didn't get nothing. Go to a restaurant, kind of the same thing. You know, and I'm just like, this is just getting out of control. So I don't know what's going to happen, guys, but be smart when you're purchasing cars and everything. I did okay with this bet. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I had the cash. I had cash sitting there, no problem. So just went and go buy it. No big deal. So, you know, but then things started just cratering, crashing down on me, and I had to repair everything, and my HVAC went out and everything like that. So like I said, that's what put me in the bind. It's because like just everything just was falling apart on me. I said, I'm not crying. I'm just saying that's how it is, and I thought I'd be okay. But like I said, then I took that huge pay cut, and that's what I wasn't expecting. So that pay cut is what really hurt me. Hopefully, like I said, I'm getting back up on the end of getting back to normal and fixing things. So learn from my mistakes. Yeah, buying a car cash is the right idea, but like I said, it's there's just, I thought I had the timing right, but apparently I didn't. So but like I said, everybody's going through it. Almost everybody at work and everything, same thing. Everybody's having their issues, paying bills and stuff like that. So, okay, let's clean up a lot of room here. Okay, so yeah, we'll clean up some more area right here. And I want to bring these chairs, I want to clean up that corner mainly. Get the chairs out of there, and I want to put my toolbox up against that wall and kind of make my own little corner, because I got these two little toolboxes and then that toolbox. So once I clean up that corner, then that'll be my little spot for all my tools and stuff like that. So I want to move the chairs to basically over here, somewhere along the lines of that. So anyway, that's really all I wanted to talk about is, you know, me and Tyson, you know, our other channel, 15-minute car talk. We kind of go over some of this and stuff like that. So, you know, if you want to check it out, that'd be great. But yeah, I mean, what do you think's in the future? Yeah, I know my friend Tyson, he's into the electric cars and stuff like that. I just don't see him being viable still. You know, they're fine for if you're just, like I said, grocery getters type of things. But if you're actually using your vehicle a lot, I've seen too many problems with it. So, all right. Well, anyway, guys, that's all I got. And for yapping. So anyway, I'll clean this up and then we'll come back and I'll show you the end result. All right, there's a somewhat or more organized. And I got my corner, so I put my toolbox in there so I can just walk right in between here and kind of get my tools. I need to have a yard sale. That's all that's to it, and I need to get rid of one shelf somehow. This is all my girls' stuff. This is crazy. So, and most of that over there, that's all her stuff too. What a junky, what a junky garage. At least it's somewhat organized. Yeah, so anyway, that's it for that. I'll pull the car back in, and now that I blew all the dust out and the car's all dusty, but I'll have to wash it one day. The top, so now that it's been sitting out there, it's been stretching a little bit. There was, you can see some, I don't know if you can see them, but there was like a little impression ring right there. And so see, this heat really just stretched it out, and everything like that. Of course, I need to get the lock-ins. So, and I got this from 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐥. I got a leaf in there. 𝐿𝐿𝐼𝐥 Interiors. So that's where I got that from. All right. Yeah. Now the car's all dirty. I'll pull it back in. All right, guys, I really appreciate you following me and everything. So this is just a quick update. I'm working on the convertible top video, and I'm actually filming this while it's still kind of doing its thing. My new cameras are in 8K quality, so I have to bring them down a bit for my machine to even run. So I have to adjust everything before I get crazy with it. So it takes a lot more time for me to edit the videos. A lot of it's just computing time, and but I'm still working on them. If I ever get a new computer, maybe it would be cool to see some really good 8K videos, huh? Later down the road, you know. And I think I'm only about 150 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. So, you know, that's cool. If you guys want to, you know, keep subscribing, that'd be awesome. It'd be awesome to see 1,000. Maybe I could do like a t-shirt giveaway or something like that. You know, to celebrate if we ever get up to there. But till then, you know, it is what it is. I really like the white top. I know some people, it's not their forte. You know, they like the black one, but I think it offsets it a little bit. And you know, like if you're driving around town, that white top kind of just sticks out a little bit better. All right, guys. Once again, thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.